Hey folks, good afternoon. I see there's one person joining in the stream. We'll give it a few minutes before we begin. In the meantime, welcome to Straight Talk and Fedora Chick, the chick with many hats. And if you're new here, this is a social commentary channel with more of a mental health bent, plus a lot of story time videos, mainly about my own struggles and such, my own stories. If you're into this kind of thing, I invite you to subscribe and give this video a like, please, and hit that ringy-dingy icon, that little bell thingy, so you can be notified every time I upload my live streams. Hi, Shell. It's great to see ya. Great to see ya. So for those, Supernova, hi. Okay, Supernova, anytime you like. Anytime you like, I'm going to be here for a while. Thank you. And I like seeing that blue wrench on you. Suits you. So anyways, my live streams as of late mainly comprise. It's okay. Everybody's entitled to be lazy. Everybody's entitled to be lazy, Supernova. It's great to be seen. Yes, Sheldon, it is. So anyways, my live streams are mainly I talk about whatever's on my mind or whatever's on your mind, you the viewers. You the viewers. And today is no exception, this fine Sunday afternoon. I know it looks a little dark in here. I'm going to try and turn on some photography lights to see if that will improve things. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. This might go a little bit better. I don't know if you can. Maybe it's a good thing if you only see me in the dark, right? So anyways, back to what I was saying. My live streams, sometimes we generate bad poetry with Sheeza F. Ucker. But mainly I go where the chat goes. I go with the flow. Anything you all want to talk about, we can talk about. Talk about what's coming down. Oh, yes, I'm one subscriber away from the magic 100 subs. One magic sub away. Although I shouldn't jinx it because I could easily lose the other subs I do currently have. But we'll see how this goes. So, okay. So we're going to wait a few minutes. Hopefully a few more people will show up before we get right into it. What's on your mind today, Sheldon? What's on your mind today, this fine Sunday afternoon? I usually don't do the bad poetry thing until I have at least. Yeah, me too. Here's the hoping. Yeah. It took me a lot longer, and it takes me longer than average. I've noticed. The weather. It's too bloody hot here in Montreal, as usual, for a Montreal July. Too bloody hot. Excuse the noise. It's the AC running. It's just that if I don't have the AC running, you'll watch me melt before your very eyes. Yeah, I hear in Toronto, too, they've been breaking heat wave records. I know in Europe they have for a while now. Climate change, climate change, climate change. Ugh. But people will remain in denial over that, I guess. Oh. So, we're going to wait a few minutes. Yeah, that is true. That is so true, Shell. That is so true. Believe it or not, he makes our premiere look actually semi-sane, in all honesty. For those of you who know, I don't really talk, even though I am a political junkie, I don't really talk politics on this channel. I have done a few videos on this channel with a bit of a political bent. I mean, it's hard to escape. I believe everything in our lives, politics is involved. Politics was pretty much involved with my retirement. Politics is involved whether or not you can keep the roof over your head, even something simple and as basic as all that. And yes, for our own mental health care or care for addiction or any chronic illness or disability, it's hard to escape. But I've noticed that politics tends to be not a good idea to do on a YouTube channel. Yeah. So, yeah, it says, oh, I wish more people would be showing up this afternoon. Is everybody out during barbecue season? Maybe I should reschedule these things for the evening only. But anyways, back to what I was saying. I mean, I released a video with a political bent. It was about Doug Ford and Lisa McLeod and Christine Elliott and their cuts to mental health care and services. You want bad poetry played backwards? What is this? Everybody wants songs and poetry played backwards. What is this lately? I had a request last Thursday night to play an old classic Genesis song backwards. What is this? You know, believe it or not, my dyslexic mind, I don't think that could happen either. Hey, Shell, I was wondering, could you share my live stream? I don't know if you see the links anywhere on my Facebook or wherever. Could you share my live stream on your Facebook? Maybe get some more viewers. Yeah, that might be fun. Please. But yeah, it's really weird. I'm getting requests to play songs and poetry backwards on my live streams. That's going to be a little difficult to do. But yeah, I did try a political post anyway a couple of days ago. It didn't get many views, and I think that confirms to me that I should stay shy away from it a bit. And yeah, so so that's it. One subscriber away, and the events of the week here in Canada. Not much happening. Oh, thank you so much, Supernova. Thank you so much. That is very kind of you. Yeah, I don't know. Is everybody outside this afternoon? It's too hot here to be outside. That's why I stay indoors with AC. I stay indoors with AC. Oh, my goodness. So anyways, a lot of drama happening on YouTube, despite YouTube about to clamp down on critique of other creators. Chlorine-filled swimming pool. Maybe. I mean, I personally don't do public pools, but I personally don't do public pools. But yeah, that's possible. I don't do the beach either. Can't really swim in Montreal beaches anyway. I don't know why they put beaches up on the island of Montreal. You can't swim. The water's too polluted. Makes no sense. And yeah, it makes absolutely no sense. So the last time I was here Thursday night, Supernova was here. There were a few others. We generated some pretty bad poetry. There's a poetry generator online, which I use. And then I disguised myself as the beatnik alter ego, Sheeza Ucker. And Supernova comes up with great words. And we created monster pieces. Yes, it was funny. It was very funny. Yeah, we created a bunch of monster pieces. And I hope to do that again a little later. I'm hoping a few more will drop in before we do that because it's a lot of fun with more people. Yeah. So anyways, I finally installed the third installment of my video series. Yeah, my video series, Employment and Mental Health and Why It's Problematic. And my first interview. Hey, Shell. So anyways, yeah, why it's problematic. And my first interview, it was with Eric over from Driven Industries. He is quite well spoken, I have to say. So definitely go check that out. I mean, early on, there were a bit of technical glitches. I tried as best I could to edit because his face appeared blurry. But yeah, his face appeared blurry. But at around the 7 or 8 minute mark, when he changed venues, he appears a lot clearer, the visual anyway. But his voice comes out clear, and that's what's most important. So I hope you check that out. What else? Well, as of July 31st, it'll be exactly 20 years that I've been off drugs. I'm hoping to do a video on that. Although I was asked to collab on somebody else's channel to tell my story. I don't know if that's going to happen or soon enough. The thing is, something everybody should know if you do live streams. Oh, thank you, Supernova. The one thing people should know, though, anybody who YouTube's using live streams, especially with collabs, and if they were using the Hangouts on-air broadcasting, that is going to be discontinued as of August 1st. I don't know what's going to replace it, if anything. I do understand Hangouts is going to be Hangouts altogether is going to be phased out as of 2020. Yeah, I'm wondering the same thing, Supernova. I'm wondering the same thing. I don't know what will replace it, if anything. I have seen other live streams, YouTuber collabs using Zoom. And to be honest, the picture is a lot better on Zoom. Okay, thank you, Shell. Well, come back. I might be here in about an hour, depending if I have more people show up. So feel free to come back, okay, Shell? Thank you. Feel free to come back. Yeah, Sheldon and I go way back. We go way back. Isn't that right, Shell? So, yeah, I don't know what's going to replace Hangouts on air. As I was saying, some YouTubers have been using Zoom. Except it's a bit tricky because I think there's a certain limit of people you can go, and you can't go beyond an hour unless you take the paid version. But I have to say, I did try out Zoom in a video chat with a friend a while back, and Discord for live streaming and collabs. Really? I'm still learning how to use Discord, and I'm not yet quite seasoned with it. Not yet quite seasoned with it, but it would be worth looking into. I know that Zoom has great picture. It's way better picture quality than Skype or Hangouts. I don't know how either. That's the thing. I'm still learning how to use Discord. Hi, Webster. Great to have you with us. Webster, if you stick around, we're going to do some bad poetry. And Supernova is very good at this sort of thing. Supernova is very proficient. We're going to do that soon. But yeah, as I was saying, Hangouts is Zoom has way better image and better sound. You never learned how to use Hangouts? Hey, Nicole, good to see you. Okay, let's get some people caught up. Okay, so Nicole, I hope you stick around because we're going to need all of your help. All of your help, because we're going to be generating together some very bad poetry. It's so bad that it's genius. Supernova here can tell you how bad the poetry is and how genius it is. Yeah. So, you know what? I think I'm going to open up the generator now. Let's start off with some fun. Let's start off with some fun here. Okay, and others who join in can join in. Okay. So what shall we do? Free verse, quick poem, haiku, rhyming couplets, sonnet, limerick, love poem, narrative poem, line by line. What's your pleasure? It is good. You want to do a haiku? Want to do a haiku? Sonnet. I think that's what Shakespeare invented, Webster. Yeah, I think that's what Shakespeare invented. Okay, so let's do a haiku then. Okay. All right. So I need a time of year, time of day, or setting. For example, summer or morning or the beach. What say y'all? So what say y'all? First answer will be the chosen one. Okay, yeah. Which one? But which one in particular would you like, Nicole? Winter, morning. All right, let's go. All right, let's go with mountain. Winter? Okay, let's go with winter. Probably thoughts of winter and a Montreal humidity might do us some good. All right, an adjective to describe that time or place. For example, sunny or pleasant. Yeah, it is high here too in Montreal. Trust me. Here in Canada, some are breaking records even. So much for the idea that people think we live in igloos and ride polar bears to school. Freeze? Freeze. Yeah, okay, freeze. All right. We're going to do that. All right. Well, okay, frozen. All right. All right, two singular nouns that you would not usually expect to find in the same sentence. For example, frog, chocolate. Two singular nouns you would not usually find in the same sentence. Anybody? Anybody? I know. Okay, we'll take a dog. Ugly. Giraffe. Let's go with dog and giraffe. Yeah, supernova. Ugly is, I'm looking for nouns. I'm looking for two nouns. So we're going to go with dog and giraffe. Nicole came in first. Yeah. So here we go. Dog and giraffe. Okay, another adjective. We'll go with supernova's ugly. Now I need a verb. For example, sings, runs. A verb in the present tense. That's okay. That's okay, supernova. We're using your adjective of ugly. Jump. All right. We're going to use jump. Okay. Jumps. All right. Here we go. By Sheeza F. Ucker. Write me a poem. All right. Coming out. All right. Dog, a haiku by Sheeza F. Ucker. Sleety winter time. A little ugly dog jumps above the giraffe. That was short and sweet. Yeah, that was short and sweet. That's cool. So, okay. So let's try something that's a little longer. Okay. Yeah, okay. Let's try something that's a little longer this time. Let's try a limerick. It's still short and sweet, but it's 4 lines. So we're going to go with limerick this time. All right. This time, this is a multiple guess. Which of these best describes the person your limerick is about? So your choices are old man, old lass, young lass. I will repeat the choices and the question. Which of these best describes the person your limerick is about? Old man, old lass, young lass. Young man? Okay. Okay, we'll give Webster a chance. We're going to go with young last because we're going to give Webster a chance. He hasn't come in. Young ass. Unfortunately, Nicole, that is not one of the choices. This is a multiple guess answer. Okay, here we go. So we're going to go with young lass to give Webster a chance because I like to include everybody. I like to include, I'm very inclusive. All right, a first name, for example, Bob, Fred, Rick. No, a young lass. I need a girl's name. I need a girl's name. Yeah, I wish my ass was young too, Supernova. I'm a very old ass. So I need a girl's name. Anybody? Veronica? Okay. Veronica. You know what? A girl named Herbie? You know, that might work. A girl named Herbie, that might work. All right. A verb, past tense. Ran, swam, jumped. I need a verb in the past tense. Anybody? Yeah, I need a verb in the past tense. Flipped. Flipped it is. Flipped. Okay. Something this person likes. For example, cake, running, blue skies. What does Herbie the chick, the young lass, what does Herbie the young lass like? Gin. Gin. Okay. All right. All right. Gin. All right. Okay. Now, a place, for example, like England or Mars. England or Mars. Any place. It could be a planet, could be a country, could be a city, could be somebody's home. Mars it is. Mars it is. All right. Here we go. Here we go. A lass called Herbie. There once was a lass called Herbie. She said, "See the lovely Kirby." It was rather little, but not very kittle. She couldn't say no to the Herbie. You see, this is so bad, it's genius, you know? Yeah, this is so bad, it's genius. All right. So anyways, as I was saying, I don't know if Nicole from Real Talk Recovery is in this still here. But yeah, I was just saying, yeah, for my sobriety birthday, I plan to do a live stream. I had been asked to collab with somebody, but I'm not sure yet of the details. So I'm not going to mention not going to mention any names right now. So, oh yeah, you did these poem things in class, Webster, with words that didn't make sense like that. Okay. Okay. So, okay. So, yeah, we didn't really do that kind of word poetry in that class, no. So yeah, as I was saying, my sobriety birthday comes at the end of July, and I had planned to talk about my story. I'm not sure if I'm doing a collab with somebody yet or not. If I am turning out to do on my own channel, it would be a live stream. I'm hoping to get someone on with me just for some hand holding. So I'm kind of nervous about doing it. Excuse me. So I'm hoping somebody can come on with me for some hand holding. All right. Let's see. Let's do another poem. Let's do another poem. Okay. Okay, since there's not too many people here, we'll keep it short again. Okay. Free verse. We're going to go with free verse. So what will be about? I need a noun. For example, breakfast or sea. I need a noun. You want to make a hat in Minecraft for me? Oh, wow. Herbie was curvy, yeah? I don't know. We can do a sequel about Herbie. Lunch. Lunch? It is. Lunch. Okay. Hint. Okay. And okay, I need. Oh, this is weird. Okay. Hint. An optional word that can provide context when our robots look up your noun. An optional word that can provide context when our robots look up your noun. You're hungry? You should get something to eat. I don't know. What time? Is it lunchtime where you are, Supernova? Okay. So, all right. So, what should the robots... Okay, no problem, Supernova. I'll go on with the poem. Webster, if you're still here, or Nicole, if you're either of you are still here, let's have another word. Okay, so an optional word that can provide context when our robots look up your noun. Okay. Oh, Webster wants to make a hat for me in Minecraft. I'm flattered. I'm seriously touched. A skirt? All right. Skirt it is. Okay. An adjective to describe that noun. So we need an adjective to describe the lunch. Yeah, we need an adjective to describe the lunch. Anybody? Cold? Works for me. Works for me. All right. Sheeza Ucker. All right, so we're on to step 2, okay, because this is a free verse. So they've chosen some words that think are related to lunch: appetizers, meals, crudités, barbecue. Okay, so we need an adjective to describe appetizers. An adjective, please, to describe. Oh, nice. You are lucky, Supernova. You're lucky to have a hubby to bring you food. So let's have a word to describe the appetizers. I swear to God, this is going to be a poem about food. Supernova is eating. Good, good. We all need to eat. An adjective to describe appetizers. Nasty? Works for me. An adjective to describe meals. An adjective to describe meals. Anybody? All right, I'll go with... I'll go with mushy. Okay, I'm going to do mushy. Mushy meals. Mushy meals. Compare the crudités to something. What can we compare crudités to? Yeah. Moist? Yeah, why not? Moist crudités. Compare barbecue to something. Compare barbecue to something. Mold. What do we compare barbecue to? What can we compare barbecue to? Blood? Works for me. I'm good with that. We'll compare barbecue to blood. Okay. So, write me a poem. All right. Here we go. It's called lunch. Appetizers, however hard they try, will always be nasty. Now grotty is just the thing. To get me wondering if appetizers are inclement. Meals, however hard they try, will always be mushy. Meals are soft. Meals are muckish. Meals are pathetic. Not pathetic, pathetic. Didn't know that was a word. Jesus, we could get educated on our vocabulary here, kids. Okay, let me start it from the beginning. I get sidetracked way too easily. Okay. Appetizers, however hard they try, will always be nasty. Now grotty is just the thing. To get me wondering if appetizers are inclement, meals, however hard they try, will always be mushy. Meals are soft. Meals are mawkish. Meals are pathetic, however. Yellow crudités sings like moist. Do crudités make you shiver? Do they? Oh, wow. Oh. Oh man, I think that's the classic of all time. It's almost worthy. It's almost worthy of being published. I hope I didn't turn you off your meal, Supernova. I really hope I didn't turn you off your meal. So, yeah, it was awesome, wasn't it? Oh God, I almost want to frame it. In all honesty, I almost want to frame it and use it as a thumbnail. Excuse me. And use it as a thumbnail in another video. You know, I'm glad you're laughing, Supernova. I'm glad you're laughing. That's my aim. Oh, gosh. Yes, I'm glad you're laughing. Well, I'm hoping to get a few laughs here this afternoon. You know, I mean, my videos are often of a serious topics, like my story time or social commentary. It's often very serious topics, and I've got other serious topics down the pipe. So doing these fun, light live streams like this, especially when I have, oh gee, I hope your food ain't moist either, unless it's supposed to be. Sometimes, depends what you're eating, it might be supposed to be, depending what you're eating. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, I like to keep these live streams light for the most part. There have been exceptions. There are exceptions to every rule. I hope it's not stale either. Yeah, Webster, I hope it's not stale either. So, you can forgive me if I cough every so often. It's because I don't smoke enough. I often say I don't smoke enough. But, yeah, so I am finding doing these live streams, particularly with people like yourselves, Webster and Supernova, and others like Nicole from Real Talk Recovery. Oh God, I think I might have offended her when we used gin in one of the poets. I'll apologize to her after this stream is over. Okay. I'll apologize to her. Sometimes, I don't know, I've been 20 years clean, and so, I don't know, maybe I find myself immune to these jokes a lot of the time, and sometimes I get insensitive maybe to others who may not find them funny. Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. I will issue an apology to her. Nicole, I don't know if you're watching. If not, I will message it to you. I apologize for potentially being insensitive. Like I said, it's been 20 years for me, and I already have a bit of a cynical and a sense of humor that leans to the dark sometimes. And I sometimes forget that others in recovery may not find me as funny with at least with some of the jokes. So we'll try to, yeah, I hear you, Supernova. I hear you. It's the same thing. I have a recovering addict who is also subscribed to my vegan channel, and I did a few cooking shows. And one of the recipes I did on one of my cooking shows, that was with Sheldon earlier, that you saw earlier at the top of the chat stream, Sheldon. We did a cooking show together, and there was one of the recipes. It was a risotto, a vegan risotto. And of course, we cooked with wine. And so, yeah, and I don't know, because like I know for a fact there is at least one recovering addict who is a subscriber and a regular commenter on this channel. So they subscribe to my other channel, I guess, to be supportive. So sometimes I wonder, am I being insensitive For me, alcohol was never a problem, which is a miracle because I grew up in an alcoholic household. Both my parents are alcoholics. My brother, it is questionable, although I haven't seen him and I don't see him regularly. We're not close. But both my parents were alcoholics, and they are. In fact, alcoholism killed my father. Yeah, thank you. I know, and sometimes wonder if that's enough. Especially, yeah, I wonder if that's enough. Sometimes, I mean, I love Nicole, and the last thing I want to do is cause her any harm. That's the last thing I want to do. I love her, and she has been nothing but supportive to this channel. But yeah, it's like back to what I was saying. And yes, in those cooking channels, at least two of the three of the videos, there was wine where we talked about the wine and pairing it with the food and stuff like that. And I saw, but I don't feel as bad doing that on my food channel because it mainly caters to a food. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Like I said, I make all kinds of jokes about it. I do. But then I guess not everybody's the same. And I always say that. I will be the first one to say that. And Nicole over at Real Talk Recovery also says that. Like, there are no two people the same that handle mental illness or addiction the same way, no matter the substance of chosen we were subjected to. Anyways, like I said, I grew up under alcoholic parents. And it's funny, alcohol was never an issue for me, really. I drank socially. And once in a blue moon, like I never drink alone. I know the risk because I do suffer from major depressive disorders. So I know the risk. I will never drink alone. Hi, Slav. Good of you to join us. Thank you. So, like I said, I will issue an apology to Nicole, Real Talk Recovery. Maybe using the word gin was not a good idea in the poetry generator. But like I said, when you've been 20 years, no, it is not the same. Video game addiction is not the same, Supernova. It is different. Every addiction is pretty different. And everybody handles it differently, and everybody says it's different. People like Driven Industries, Real Talk Recovery, Jexy over it, according to Jexy. Yeah, my father was too, and it was pretty hair-raising, just to put it mildly. My drugs of choice were cocaine and speed and putting it up my nose. Those were my drugs of choice. I was never an intravenous drug user. Oh, no, I'm not saying video game addiction is not valid. No. It is valid. It is valid. It's just a little different. But no. It's every bit as valid. It's like food addiction or eating disorders. It's funny with eating disorders. I think some of you have noticed a lot of videos have come out. Seeing Eugenia Cooney has returned and a lot of reaction videos to that. And I was thinking to myself, having an eating disorder of any kind, whether it's binge eating, whether it's anorexia nervosa, that too is a lot like addiction. There are a lot of patterns that resemble things like drug addiction too. But again, it's not the same. My dad almost got killer for being drunk. It was a scary time for. I hear you, Supernova. I hear you. And it's a childhood no child deserves to have. Me too. It was a reign of terror in my house. I always thought children should have a safe place. Whether they're bullied at school, they should feel safe at home. Whether they're abused at home, they should feel safe at school. And sometimes some of us didn't have either. Didn't have either. My ex used to be an alcoholic too. I like to drink socially. Yeah, I hear you, Supernova. I hear you. You know, like I said, alcohol was never an issue for me. I remember having my first taste of beer when I was 8. Oh, I'm glad you do, Supernova. I'm glad. Yeah, I don't have any kids myself. I always wanted them, but it just never turned out that way. But what I think is that when you don't have a safe environment anywhere as a child, yeah, it's not fun. So anyways, I'm going to be doing I hope to do my video about my sobriety. I drank beer at 4. Mexican drink beer like water, not being racist at all, but I'm Mexican and everyone drinks. Okay. I'm not familiar with Mexican culture. The closest I come is Mexican style food, because I have a doubt that Mexican restaurants here in Montreal are really all that authentic. I don't believe Taco Bell, for instance, is authentic. Enchiladas. Yeah, I do them vegan because I am vegan. Yeah. You'll make me enchiladas. You're going to ship them to Montreal? That's very sweet of you. That's very sweet of you. You're going to ship them to Montreal? Yeah, but there are Mexican chains. There's other like Three Amigos, which is better than Taco Bell because it's not under the heading of fast food. But I still wonder how authentic it really is. Like, they use a powdered mix for the margaritas. Like, you make vegan for your nieces. Ah. Yeah, my second channel is a vegan channel. I have 3 cooking shows, but it's mostly restaurant, food event, and product reviews. It's called easy for me to say. It's called STFC Kitchen Mishaps. And it's a much smaller channel. I haven't uploaded over there in over a month. It's just too much has been going on lately with my life. I had a lot of life changes, and not for the better. Don't eat meat. It's like a millennial thing. Something I need to check your channel out. Yeah, here it is. Sure. Let's do some typing ASMR here, right? Here it is. I'll get you the link. Hang on. I'll get you the link. Kitchen mishaps. The 3 cooking shows, pretty much, they're pretty comedic. I wanted to do something that set me apart from others, so they're pretty comedic. We pretty much ignore kitchen safety. Here we go. Here's the link. Yeah, we pretty much ignore Whoa. Yeah, we ignore kitchen safety. So, among other things, we make Gordon Ramsay cry. You know, that's what we do. We make Gordon Ramsay cry. Especially in 2 of the videos. One I did with Sheldon, who was at the top of this chat earlier, and another one with a friend, Steven. Yeah. And those ones were particularly fun to shoot. Yeah. So, you know, I wanted to set myself apart from the others because there are so many vegan cooking channels out there. But I hope to upload something soon. One of the Canadian pizza chains introduced a vegan pizza, or at least a plant-based pizza, that I'll review on camera. Oh, thank you, Hearts Love. Thank you, Hearts Love. I appreciate it. You know what, though? The joke on this, oh, thank you. Thank you, Supernova. You know what the thing is? On this channel in particular, this channel, I am 1 away from the magic 100 subs. Unless I dropped a sub between the time I started this stream. I don't know. But yeah, I am 1 away from the 100th sub. wondering if I should have planned a giveaway or some kind of virtual confetti or something like that. Was wondering. Yeah. So anyways, but the reason the cooking shows for me are problematic is my own kitchen. Okay, it's a mess. It's a disaster area. My landlord needs to renovate it. Seriously. Yeah, big party for me. Yeah. I need, yeah, a big party. The 100th sub, my 20-year sobriety anniversary. My 20-year sobriety anniversary. Yeah, that's coming up at the end of July, the latter that I just mentioned. Yeah, so yeah, the 100th sub. Let's see. So 99. I have 99 subs, hearts love. 99. The reason I hide my subs on both my channels, if you make a panel, I'll try and join. Okay, for your sober party, this. Yeah, that could work. It's got to be done before August 1st, though, because your friend just subbed. Thank you. Hearts Love's friend. Thank you so much. Thank you. So anyways, as I was saying, that's okay, Supernova. I'm okay with that. I am all for legalized pot, which is sort of here in Canada now, sort of. Yeah. So anyways, thank you. Oh, tell him he's a sweetheart. Tell him he's a sweetheart. I don't know if he's catching this stream, but tell him he's a sweetheart. So anyways, as I was saying, so maybe a panel, because I would like, if I end up doing this video myself, because like I said, I was asked to collab with somebody, but I'm not sure that's going to happen. My sobriety birthday off the coke and speed is at the end of July. And that's the day I returned to Montreal for good, when I left the country and I left that ex-partner at the time. That was so many transitions. And who'd have thunk when I came back to Montreal, I moved into a brothel that housed international language students from around the world. Now that's a video or a short story or a novella for another time. Oh, he's still watching. Cool. And I agree with you, Supernova. You want to hear that story? I'm going to give you the brief synopsis because I think I'm either going to write a short story about it or I'm going to do a full video about it after my sobriety birthday video. I'll get to that in a moment. I lose my train of thought a lot. I get scattered and I lose my train of thought. Part of the dyslexic mind, part of, sadly, my other conditions. Yeah, me too. Me too. I support that. Support legalization. It's the words of that that old Peter Tosh song, that old reggae singer, Legalize It. Now that was pretty cool too. But anyways, as I was saying, yeah, I would like to, August 1st, as of August 1st, YouTube is discontinuing the Hangouts on Air broadcasting. And I have no idea what YouTube is planning to replace that with. So once I hammer details of what's going on, you know, what's going on? Tattoo video. I was planning to get another tattoo. I might do a tattoo. I might vlog that if I choose. Right now, I don't have any money. I'm flat broke right now. Flat broke right now. And this channel, but neither of my channels are monetized because I don't have I haven't met the thresholds yet. But I'm flat broke right now. I know they're cool. If I had the money, I would have sleeves. But like I said, if I come across extra cash for another tattoo, I I might vlog that. That might be fun, you know, bring somebody to hold the camera and have it vlogged. That might be fun. Yeah. Yeah. So that might be fun. People talk about and show their tattoos and talk about them. Well, I've got Songbird here. I've got Kitty Cat here. I've got 4-leaf clover over here, and I've got like a music note and a staff and a curve, like a ribbon on my leg that goes to my foot. By the by, tattoos done on the foot are exceptionally painful. They are exceptionally painful. I think because there's less flesh on the foot. And so you're near, so it's right near all the nerves and the sinew. Yeah, I do. 4-leaf clover right here. Kitty cat here. Songbird here. And I have a music staff on my leg, like a ribbon. But that was a mistake, not because I regret the body art. It's because I have eczema, which affects my legs badly. So unfortunately, it made the tattoo fade faster. So maybe not such a good idea where I have eczema. You like it? It's cool, isn't it? Yeah. So what my next one will be, it will probably be a quote from my favorite novel. Anybody hear of Sylvia Plath's The Bell Jar? Anybody hear of that? Yeah, that's my favorite novel. And there is a quote. Yeah, now you're talking. There's a quote. And I'm thinking my next tat will be a quote from there, or it will be a small Alice in Wonderland theme saying we're all mad here. And we have some Alice in Wonderland stuff like the pocket watch. Of course, a hat. Of course, a hat. Maybe some playing cards. I love both too. It's hard to choose. But the thing is, you know, and like I said, if I had the money, I would get both right away. I would have sleeves. I would have my arms covered. But because also I find that they're great for covering self-harm, which I used to engage in, unfortunately. And tattoos I find are great. Alice in Wonderland. Yeah, everybody here is mad. Anna Campbell on YT has an Alice in Wonderland. She has a whole sleeve of Alice in Wonderland. Oh, wow. I saw a tattoo online through Google Images because I was Googling one of my last tats. What was I going to do? And unfortunately, that's a tattoo that would have to be done in 2 separate appointments, and it would probably cost something like $600 here to do. $600 Canadian, Canadian dollars. The Vincent van Gogh painting, Starry, Starry Night. You know? Yeah, the Cheshire Cat. Exactly. The Cheshire Cat. Yeah. Thinking of doing another comedic video, probably doing it beauty tips from Sheeza F. Ucker's cat. Something like that. But yeah, anyways, as I was saying. Yeah, Starry, Starry Night. So anyways, it was like on somebody's back. Okay, like the whole shoulder blade and going off the shoulder blade. And it had in black silhouette on it, Alice in Wonderland, Alice herself. And a black tree, you know, a black tree over the colorful Starry, Starry Night. And I think that would be totally awesome. But unfortunately, it's like a lot of color, a lot of detail. It has to be done in at least 2 separate sittings. It has to be done in 2. And it would probably cost something, like I said, 6 or 700 with your eyes closed, Canadian funds. So as much as that is a dream and that is a want, it's not a need. And right now I'm just trying to get my basic needs met, which has been difficult. I have been swamped with a $900 tax bill from the province of Quebec. Thank you. And I was taken out of left field. Yeah. It'd be nice to be monetized. Not be, you know, it'd be nice. But, you know, to do what you love and all that. But even then, because of my illness, sometimes uploading, you know, it's a lot of work being a one-woman production show. And I think those of you who do videos would know this. There's a lot of work, sometimes like a story time, you're telling your own story, but someone like myself, I have to script it. I get speech issues, so I still have to write up a script. And there's the things, what are you going to do? Is it going to be voiceover? Are you going to show your mug on camera? And then, of course, the editing process. I remember the cooking video I did with Steve, okay, where we did the Caribbean beans and the tom yum soup. That video took me 12 frickin' hours to edit. I'm not kidding. It took 12 frickin' hours. Oh, you like my mug? You like my mug? Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Hearts Love. You stream Supernova? You took a break? Don't edit? Okay, and I don't edit to be unhappy. Was too much, but soon I'll be back streaming. Well, I'd love to catch your live stream, Supernova. I think there's another mental health YouTuber who actually plays video games on camera. And I think they said it helps them because sometimes, it's hard to make eye contact with the camera and speak and, get brain freezes. Oy. Get brain freezes. No, I don't really watch a lot of gaming either. I don't know. Is that still a niche that is still very popular? I mean, I know the older standbys like PewDiePie or Boogie2988. I mean, they have over 1 million subs. They have like multiple million subs, I do Telltale games, but I like being happy, but I don't have the juice. Depression sucks. You're absolutely right, because I suffer from depression too. And I find ever since I found out 100% they have other platforms like Twitch they stream on. Is Twitch monetized? I'm not sure. Like, does it have ads? Does it have something like Google AdSense on Twitch? Is it monetized? Anybody know? Leave a comment here in the chat. Yeah, leave a comment here in the chat. A partner? You have to be a partner. Oh, okay. So I imagine to become a partner, much like YouTube's Google's AdSense partnership program, you have to reach certain milestones, right? People donate and many are moving there. Yeah, I understand why they're moving there. There is a Montrealer, he's a stand-up comic. And he has a YouTube channel, but he hasn't uploaded anything in a long time on it. It's been over a month. And he got mad when he learned that those under 1,000 subs, YouTube changed the rules yet again. And that's when they had decided those with under 1,000 subs cannot live stream from a mobile device. In other words, you can't live stream from your phone anymore if you have under 1,000 subs. And I remember he was like pretty pissed off about it. And he said he was going to move to other platforms like Facebook, Instagram, or Twitch. And I had heard others say as a result they were going to move to Twitch. Twitch was too much for you, Supernova? Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, I know what you're saying. There was a mosque attack here in Quebec, in Quebec City, in my province. I know what you're saying. Yeah. This shoot isn't used or being kicked off of their content. I've never heard of BitChute or BitChute. I've never heard of it. Maybe I'll check it out. I have no idea what that is. But anyways, the stand-up comic was saying that he was like so angry. He said he was not going to do this anymore on YouTube. He's going to move to Twitch. He's going to move his videos to other platforms. Twitch doesn't let you talk about drugs. Even if you're talking about recovery or addiction or trying to raise awareness. Really? That's not ideal. That's not ideal at all. No. Wow. Oh boy. What is this? Are they trying to turn social media platforms into romper room? I mean, seriously? Yeah, I'd be curious to know, Supernova. I'd be very curious to know. What is this? Like YouTube, Twitch? Is it turning into romper room? Do they want only pink unicorns, cherry blossoms, and apple blossom time? Happy, happy, joy, joy? Yeah, that would be cool, Supernova. That would be very cool. No, it isn't. Exactly, Supernova. It isn't. It's reality. And it's funny, though, because while YouTube tries to frown on such things, it's demonetizing and cracking down. If you talk about abuse, if you talk about being abused, even it's to raise awareness. If you talk about things like suicide awareness, you're demonetized. You swear, you're demonetized. Smoke cigarettes like I do on camera, oops, you're demonetized. But get this, someone like Truthfully Trisha can go on a live stream, drop a turtle 5 feet over a fence where you hear a crack, where it appeared the tortoise's shell was cracked, and and that's monetized. Like cruelty to animals is monetized, white supremacy is monetized. But you can't talk about things like abuse or bring awareness. You think it's going to get worse, Heart's Love? Yeah, Heart's Love, I'm not sure if you're familiar with Truthfully Trisha, but yeah, she did that. Several YouTubers, like Negative Reactions, covered it. Negs. But that's monetized. Cruelty to animals, white supremacy, a lot of the conspiracy theories out there, flat earthers. Yeah, Negs is cool. I don't always agree with everything he talks about. I mean, I could live as an overweight woman who has struggled most of her life with her weight. I can live without his fat shaming commentary. But overall, I do find him entertaining. I am sub to his channel. I like tuning into his live streams. I just don't always agree with everything he says. But yeah, overall, I think he's cool. He too has been open with some of his personal struggles. So that goes a long way, you know. So a lot of us, so the algorithm is favoring happy, happy, joy, joy for the most part, but except basically people are watching the train wrecks out there, you know, some of the channels that are literally train wrecks, you know, Truthfully Trisha Paytas, others who shall remain nameless. Yeah. I don't agree either with some people as adults. We can also agree to disagree. Yeah, exactly. I'm with you there. I'm right with you there. Exactly. So, yeah, let me see. Oh my God. Ooh. Okay. Just checking something. Uh-huh. Oh my God. But yes, with this rule, many won't be able to comment on other creators, so they will need to change topics. I don't think that's a terrible thing, Supernova. I don't think that's a terrible thing. It's a double-edged sword, you know. I mean, there are particularly channels, and you've seen them too as well as I have, channels that are devoted to and do nothing pretty much, or at least 95% of the content, is reacting to ALR or Chantal show or foodie beauty videos. That's all they do. I mean, say what you will about either of those two, but I'm not wild about those channels that do pretty much nothing but that. Yeah, exactly. Agree. It's like, and I think it will force, if those who want to stay on the platform, particularly those who do nothing but react And I'm not just talking ALR or Foodie Beauty, aka the Chantal Show, but some channels that do nothing but that. I'll admit I like the odd drama video every so often. I think it's a guilty pleasure for many of us. Some of us do know who all the players are, even though we don't really engage in it. But I think it will force them to make their own content. So even though my own storytime videos or my own vlogs don't get the views that some of my own react videos got, and I've done quite a few response videos, even though they don't get the views, maybe I'll start getting views. Yeah, it is. I don't know, Heart's Love. I don't know. There are people who can't act like adults. Take a look at the Rewired Soul, for instance. I mean, this guy uploads daily more often than most of us change our underwear. Okay? And it's manic, and his videos are not properly researched, and he often gives out dangerous advice. And sometimes he needs to be called out on, and that's why I've done a few of those videos in the past. Yes, exactly. He switched his addiction from drugs to uploading. Like I said, he uploads more often than most of us change underwear. I mean, that's pretty, I don't know how he does it. I mean, personally, I don't have the energy. The dude says he suffers from depression and anxiety and all that, and I suffer from those afflictions too, and I can't do it. I have trouble uploading every day. No, I can't either. And even the big YouTube gurus, like Sean Cannell, like Roberto Blake, Nick Nimmin, Brian G. Johnson, they all say it's a bad idea to upload a video every day, especially for new YouTubers. That's basically the advice they give out in common. Do not upload daily, let alone 5 gazillion times a day. No, I can't, and for those of you who don't know here, I did upload a video that I finally came clean. I also am in the early stages of frontotemporal dementia. That's another reason why you will never catch me doing a live stream in the morning, because mornings are extremely rough for me. So, a lot of them sundown at night, but I sundown in the morning. And sometimes I find it very, very difficult just to complete a project or to do what I say I'm going to do. I say I'm going to upload a video on Sunday. I don't do it, and the video comes up, I don't know, a week or so later. I am the same way. I don't know how he does it. Yeah, I hear you, Supernova. Yeah, I don't know. I know he hires some dude to edit, but even then, I think he needs to hire a researcher, because his information and his research is so terrible. It's often dangerous, very dangerous. And many of in the addiction community have come out swinging, and rightfully so, because he gives dangerous advice. And some of his stands. Yeah, exactly. I was just getting to that, Supernova. I remember when he was doing a video slamming Suboxone. And for those who don't know, Suboxone's a lot like methadone. It's a maintenance drug for those getting off opiates or opioids, like getting off of something like a heroin addiction or fentanyl or meth, stuff like that. Yeah, exactly. People can die. And it's the same thing with an alcoholic trying to give up alcohol. People can die from that too. I remember my father had the DTs in the hospital because he had gotten very sick. He had to go to the hospital. He was in liver failure. And he had the DTs. I wasn't around because I don't live near my family. And I have not lived near them in almost 30 years now. But I heard it was not pretty. And I've heard it from others too. So yeah. So anyways, Rewired Soul does not just one, but he uploads about 2 or 3 or 4 Suboxone videos. Boom, boom, boom. One after the other. Yeah, the snake oil salesman. And I've got swampland in Florida to sell you, even though I am in Canada. And I'm not allowed to cross into the United States. So, good. But I got swampland in Florida to sell you. But anyways, I noticed what sent up red flags. There were many in his comments section who appeared to be quite vulnerable. And they were fresh out of detox and they were put on maintenance meds like Suboxone. And they were so panic stricken. They were talking about just getting themselves off their Suboxone or their methadone or their maintenance drugs without even consulting their healthcare professional or a doctor. They were just going to do it on the Rewire on Chris Booty's word. And it's like, holy shit. I understand when you're vulnerable and you don't know where to turn. Life is confusing. It was that way for me too. It's still that way for a variety of reasons. And you're vulnerable and you'll probably listen to anything that sounds good. And that's what makes them dangerous. Yes, exactly. Exactly. And there are other people like that too. There are other people. There's another on YouTube who asks for money and uses people, the most vulnerable ones. Yeah, don't they remind you of like televangelists? Seriously? I think there was a YouTuber. He's a drama channel. Jay Aubrey or The Right Opinion. They did a collab together on The Rewired Soul. They actually compared him to Peter Popoff, who is an old televangelist. Used to, steal money and claim they can cure your cancer and your blindness and stuff like that just by tapping your head. Who abuses women? The Rewired Soul or the other dude you're talking about? Who abuses women? Is it Chris Booty or is it somebody else? The other dude. Oh, Real Stream News. I caught one of his videos mistakenly one time. Oh, God, it was 20 minutes out of my life I'm never getting back. Oh, Real Stream News. CJ, I think his name is. Yeah, when somebody explained who he was to me, I was curious. We all have that morbid curiosity. Yes, curiosity killed the cat. Oh, no, I understand. I watched one of his videos. And like I said, 20 minutes out of my life, I am never getting back. 20 minutes out of my life, I'm not getting back. He leaked nudes too? Ew. Ew. And he didn't get a strike on his channel? He didn't get a strike on his channel for that? Because I figured YouTube frowned on this kind of thing. Because I've heard channels getting stricken down because they were uploading porn. Or any kind of porn. He stole nudes and did it live. No strike? What the hell? How do some of these people get away with such crap? How do people get away with such crap? I don't know. He took down the live, but he keeps being awful. Nicole's is going live? Okay. Well, I may join her. I may put an end to this stream very shortly, actually. And I'll go to her stream. Okay, I'll go to her stream. I'll send Nicole a private message apologizing for the gin thing with the poetry earlier. Yeah, okay. I hope to catch you both in the next stream. Okay? And I'll probably head over to Nicole's live too very, very shortly. I'm probably going to kill this stream. I'll wait a few minutes to see. I don't think, after an hour and 15 minutes, I don't think anybody's going to stop by anymore. So, I'll give it a few minutes and see who might stop by. Okay, I'm going to kill the stream now. All right, so have a good afternoon. Want to chat, you know where to find me. I'm going to go catch Nicole's stream now. And Nicole, if you hear this, I truly apologize if If our little poetry session, when we included the G word, if that offended you in any way, that was not my intent. It was none of our intent. Like I said, I've been 20 years off, so maybe, and I've heard all of the jokes before, so maybe I am immune to it. So anyways, for now, straight talking Fedora Chick over and out. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.